I don't know what it is with people about the 3-year mark, but when the 3-year mark hits and you in a relationship and there's no ring to be found, everybody makes it their concern. I'm gonna be 30 soon. When is he gonna pop the question? When are you gonna worry about your own situation, Sally? I'm gonna be married by 27. I'm gonna have 4 babies by 30. I wanted 3 boys and 1 girl. Girl with the list, where you at? At least the skin is glowing. Got my hair done. Okay. Oh. Disrespectful. We're entering the new season with new hair. Oh my God, what is going on? Oh, where are my manners? Hello, welcome back. This is gonna be a chit chat. Get ready with me. I had gone out to a birthday dinner with my friends, and it was one of my friends who asked me, and I guess she just wanted to pick my brain as somebody else who's in a long-term relationship. All right, well, this is like drying down. Like, that's literally all I use. I have the Fenty concealer. I think it's in the shade 410. And I think she asked me 2 questions, so we're gonna hit the first question first. She asked me if I was being pressured by my family about marriage since I've reached 10 years together with my boyfriend. And I said to her, honestly, in the last couple of years, no. And I'm happy about it. I'm not saying it might not happen again, but right now, no. I said to her, the last time I was pressured about it was in the last 2 years, because 1, my younger brother got married before me. Not to say it like that, but you know what I mean. It's something about being the older sibling in the family dynamic, and everybody expects things to happen in a chronological order. I think that a lot of people expect, oh, the oldest is naturally gonna get married first, but that's not the case. My brother got married. It was a destination wedding, beautiful wedding, to his high school sweetheart, and it was nice because it was a combination of a lot of things. It was like the family vacation finally made it out of the group chat. That was one. Another thing was his wedding was early September or mid-September. I don't know, but it was in September. So I just treated it as a birthday trip as well. I treated it as a birthday vacation for myself as well. My birthday's in August, but Leo, but I have not been able to take myself on a vacation in a couple of years now. Another thing was, this was my boyfriend's first time, not his first time traveling and not his first time traveling outside of the country, but his first time visiting where my family is from, visiting Jamaica. I don't know what it is with people about the 3-year mark, but when the 3-year mark hits and you in a relationship and there's no ring to be found, everybody makes it their concern. Other than the couple that's in it. Everybody on the outskirts, they make it their concern. I don't get it. I don't like it. I hope I never become one of those people in the future. Like, God forbid I have children and then my child is in a long-term relationship and then it's like blah blah blah. I get it too, because the pressures are usually coming from people who are already married, and so they want you to go through what they're going through. It's weird. There's got to be a phrase for it. It's the same thing like when a new mom has a baby and then all of a sudden she's saying to her friends who are childless, hey, so when's it gonna be your turn? When you gonna have a baby till my kid has somebody to play with? It's sort of like that. It's peer pressure nonetheless, but I know that there's a phrase for it. Comment down below if you know what it's called. But it's the same thing like that. Like, nobody wants to be told what to do or how to live their life. Nobody enjoys that. I like to blend out like the little patches that you guys see. You can hardly see it. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it blends out so nicely. I mean, I don't know if it looks that good on camera like it does in person, but like, I see no concealer. What was I saying now? I'm all over the place, y'all. I'm so sorry. Basically, 3 years into our relationship was when I first got pressures, and that's from family, friends, the whole 9 yards. And it was like, I know you guys mean well, but you don't know what I want for my life. And then when I got close to my 30s, when I first turned 30, because now I'm in my early 30s. So when 30 was around the corner and approaching for me, that was the next time I got the pressure. Like, you're gonna be 30 soon. When is he gonna pop the question? When are you gonna worry about your own situation, Sally? That's how I'll be thinking. But I am like, that's another thing. Yo, this is like therapy. That's another thing about me. It's something about being the first daughter, the first child in the family, the first grandchild in the family, that it's like I have been way too obedient. Okay, I wish I was more rebellious especially in your teens. That's when you have the excuse to act a fool. In your teens, I wish I broke the rules more. Like, because I feel like it's gotten to the point where in my adulthood, like, I have my moments here and there, especially in my own circle, where I tell people no, I set my boundaries. But when it comes to my family, it was a whole lot harder. It was like I was sort of putting on a performance, like, this is who I am, but at the same time, I wish I rebelled more. Like, it's coming easy now because as you get older, they really don't lie. As you get older, you really don't give a F about what people have to say about how you live your life. Like, you're gonna continue to live your life how you want to live your life. The next time I got pressured about it, or the most recent time, was definitely going to Jamaica for my father's funeral. So that was a chance for me to see my dad's side of the family, which I haven't seen in years. I've seen my cousins here and there, the ones who live here in the States. I have cousins who live in Massachusetts. I have cousins who live in Connecticut. I have cousins all over, cousins in Canada. And so I have rarely seen my cousins in Jamaica as the years went on, especially because everybody's adults now. We're all adults now. We all have lives of our own. We all have significant others, husbands, wives, children. That's a big one. It was so weird to see a lot of my cousins with kids. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Every time I try to tell a story, I get excited. And so I go all the way around the world, but I never come back full circle. I go all the way around the world and then I get off on a tangent here and I come off here and make a stop there, but I never come back full circle. So to bring this all full circle, what I said to my friend was, I care about my happiness. This is what I've learned in my own personal love life journey. I was honest with her. I said, I do think about marriage here and there. We have had the discussions here and there. I did say to her as well, I would like to ask my boyfriend again, because it's good to ask. Like, it's, for me personally, I don't like to badger somebody. But also, it boils down to me. I need to know what I want before I go out asking around, if that makes sense. So if I'm not fully sure of marriage yet, or if I have my own thoughts, and this is just me throwing things out, this is not what it is. If I have my own thoughts and innuendos about marriage, why am I badgering him or pestering him for a ring when I'm not even sure? Like, I have my own complicated thoughts when it comes to the institution of marriage as is. And I grew up with a pretty biased point of view, which is I've seen a lot of positive marriages around me. And so it's kind of shaped me and molded me. Like, high school CK would not believe what adult 30-something CK is saying out of her mouth right now, because high school CK was like, I'm gonna be married by 27, I'm gonna have 4 babies by 30. I wanted 3 boys and 1 girl. Girl, where? First of all, TikTok done scarred me. Where the girl with the list at? Girl with the list, where you at? Because TikTok has taught me so much about becoming a mom, and YouTube as well, but TikTok, oh, next level. So let's just say I'm in no rush to do any of those things. And then also, life be lifing. I would like to get all of my shit together first before I bring a new life into this world, or before I get married. I said to my friend, at the end of the day, it's you and that person in the relationship. It's not you, your person, your moms, your grandparents, your aunts and your uncles, your cousins. No, it's you and that person in the relationship. So although they mean well and they want what's best for you, they don't always know what you know. You know, at the end of the day, you know what's best for you. And like I said, I get it too. People go through blissful things in life and they want others to share in that same happiness, but it's like you can't live somebody else's life for them. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But my best piece of dating advice is, when you find somebody, and hopefully your judgment is really, really good. Like, hopefully you're one of those people who can trust your own judgment, put it like that. But because I always hear about how the dating pool is trash and all that jazz, but the the biggest piece of advice that people always used to share that I personally think is an outdated piece of advice, unpopular opinion about dating. I don't believe that you have to date around if you've already met your person. It is perfectly fine to be with your person for as long as you want to be with your person. For right now, we're gonna go in with the blush. Yeah, whenever people tell you, oh, and how long have you been with this person? Don't listen to them. Trust your own instincts, your own gut feelings, and all that jazz. Because like I said, I don't regret the way I've gone about my own relationship timeline. So you shouldn't regret yours either. Don't let these people guilt you into anything. I think I OD'd a little bit here on the cold girl aesthetic. That's the go-to blush look I like these days, is the cold girl look. But it's giving Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer right now. Oh, circling back to the 10 years no ring. I realized I shared it, but I didn't share it all the way. I had a biased outlook on marriages, meaning like I grew up with a lot of positive marriages, more than the positives outweigh the negatives, meaning a lot of people in my family, they are still in their thriving marriages, compared to the amount of divorces that have happened in my family. Like, so I have just viewed, but I also feel like I didn't let those relationships mold me. But again, I don't know, I could be biased even saying that. And then when I had met my boyfriend, he had the opposite outlook on marriage. Before my frontal lobe was fully developed, I had a very biased outlook on marriage itself, and just like a very like naive girlish outlook on it, meaning like I just wasn't thinking of all aspects of marriage as a whole, and like how, you know, just thinking of it, it's more than a black and white. Why aren't you guys married yet? Is it yes or no? When is he gonna? It's a lot more than that. Like some people, they get married after 2 months together. Some people get married after 2-3 years together. And some people get married after 12, 14 years. It's crazy. All I can say is, you know yourself well, you know what you want, enjoy the ride. I don't know if that was, you know, helpful for y'all, but it was helpful for me. It felt like a little bit of therapy. It felt like I just had a little girl talk. I want to leave you guys with this, is that if you are in a relationship and you know what you want, go after what you want. Don't let any other person that is not in the relationship with you and your significant other tell you how to live your life. If you feel happy in your relationship and you feel secure in your relationship, then just go ahead and do you. I will see you guys in the next one.